welcome back to my channel. And you know, as you can see, I've been gone for a little while. You know, life has been a little bit hectic, but you know what, I'm back with a vengeance, honey. I've been thinking about doing this video for a little while, and you know, I've been holding it off because again, I don't want to offend anybody, but then again, I'm like, I feel like I should really share some of these ideas that I'm having for this specific video, because I see it all the time. And you know, I'm the type of person that if I see something and you're my friend, I'm gonna tell you about it. But if we're not close and you're doing it, I'm kind of like, ooh, honey, where are your friends and why aren't they telling you? So today's video is going to be a do and don't video. Now, again, I'm not a pro at this, and you know, I'm still learning, but some things, it's just, you gotta learn and move forward. Like, we all been through the bad phase. Trust me, I'm the #1 person that went through that phase. Like, but you gotta learn, take criticism, and move forward, because, baby, ooh, some people be looking crazy, and I just, maybe some people are gonna see this and be like, what do you know? This is what I like. And you know what, girl? Kudos to you, because you know, I get it. Some people are set in their ways and like the way things look, and you know what? That's, hey, you know what? Live your life, because you only got one life to live. But you know what? These are the things that I think are just no, and you know, that I had to learn that were no, and you know, things that I really I think are good and you know, acceptable to wear. But then again, I'm not a professional. Again, I'm just starting out. I'm just gonna give my opinions and you know, my thoughts on certain, I guess, trends and fads. And you know what, that's what we're gonna do. So you know, take the criticism with a grain of salt, and let's begin. This is the way we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do half of my face with the do's, half of my face with the don't. I'm just gonna use just some random products, just whatever I usually use, and some new products. I'll show you guys whatever I use, and you know, how to apply it the right way, and how we're not gonna want to apply it, okay? And we'll see how that goes. Now, my face is a little bit you know, acne ridden. I do have problems with my acne and redness and you know, some discoloration, but you know, I've been doing a certain thing in my skincare and it's been helping me, which I'm really happy about, and I'm praying that I don't jinx it. But you know, so far it's been working really well. And you know, you guys will be getting like a skincare routine video from me soon, so you guys can wait on that. So we're gonna start off. Now, I never used to do this. Again, I started off not knowing anything, like not even a speck of anything about makeup. Like, my mom is like really into like natural beauty and like subtle makeup, so me learning to moisturize, to prime, to set, all of that, I had to pretty much learn on my own and go out on my own and search and, you know, not study, but you know, find interest in knowing how things go, what to do in certain like skin situations and stuff. So I never used to moisturize. So what I'm gonna do is put some cream. I'm using the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm, and it's like a little tiny cream filled balm, and you can use any moisturizer, honestly. Sometimes I use like a natural moisturizer like coconut oil. You could do like your regular like skincare moisturizer. It's just something to hydrate your skin, give it an extra barrier from any product that you're gonna put on your skin, so it doesn't really sink that much into your pores. Next is primer. Now, I never used to prime either. I never used to moisturize my face before putting makeup, never used to prime. Like, even when I used to like clean my face and do my skincare, I used to just clean my face and get on with my day. Like, I never used to moisturize, never used to tone. Like, again, I was a hot mess. Like, seriously. This is the Pores Be Gone matte primer. Now, primer is meant to fill any little crevices, fine lines. If you have pores, it's meant to fill those spaces in and kind of give you like a smooth surface to work on. And it's literally like, it's game changing, because I do suffer from enlarged pores, and I saw a huge difference. As you can tell, one side of my face is a little bit more shiny than the other. Now, this is just my face after me doing my cleanser and toning. I kind of have like a natural sheen going on, which is, thank you, Jesus. But yeah, so this is how it'll look with just your moisturizer and your primer. So you will be a little bit glistening, looking like a glazed donut. But again, my skin's doing this little glow thing, so this is like my natural side. For my makeup routines, I do concealer, and I'm really big on the full coverage concealers, because what I do is I just spot conceal and then I kind of use it as a foundation. So I'll do my problem areas, so like under my eyes, I'll do like around my lip, any darkness I'll do around my eyes, and then I'll just spot conceal any blemishes. Like I'll do this and maybe this, and then do. And then after that, I'll just do the little lines, whatever, and then blend it all together. And it's kind of like my foundation. And as you can see, it's like on its last life. Like it's leaving me soon. And I can't find this concealer anywhere. I've been to all the drugstores. I've been to Walgreens. I've been to Walmart. I've been to CVS. I've been everywhere, Target, and they don't sell this particular concealer anymore, okay? And it's devastating. Like, I'm gonna be so upset when I no longer have this, okay? And if anyone knows where I can find this concealer or anything that's similar to this concealer, if you've ever used it or know anyone who've used it, please let me know. I'm like desperate. I've even went online and checked, and it's nowhere. I just go in with the wand, focus it on my under eye area, and I don't go all the way over, because I just want to focus it on the area that's super dark, because then we're going to blend it out and it's really not going to make much of a difference, you know. I would just do my little areas. Okay, those are my freckles. And that's one of the reasons too that I love just using concealer, because once I do blend this all out, you can still see my freckles. So that's something that I really like too about just using concealer instead of like foundation. Under the eyes, I bounce the product back and forth and I bring it down. Okay, because you want everything to kind of blend seamlessly. You don't just want to have a stark line going like straight across, like, oh, I could tell she has on like something under her eyes, because like you just see the product just sitting there. And by bouncing it back and forth and bringing it down, you're blending everything into the face, you know what I mean? So, and then I just go around again. Once I have everything blended out, I'll look again. And you see there's still a little bit of those problem areas that are giving me a hard time. So I just go boop, boop, boop. There you have it. I'll just let those sit while I continue with my routine. But on this side, I'm gonna show you what I do not like and what I used to do, which is no bueno. I use this to make myself look like Casper the Ghost. In one of my old videos, I did it for Halloween, I think. I used this, and you know, it kind of oxidized, but it's still really pale, okay? And it was too much for me. This is a beauty sponge that is dry, okay? I never used to wet my beauty sponge, okay? When I first purchased a beauty sponge, I didn't know how to use it. I just saw these people using the beauty blender. I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna be like this artist now. And it was just a wreck. When you wet your beauty blender, it moistens the sponge, okay? You have better control of the sponge. The product, you know, absorbs a little bit better. It glides onto your skin a little bit better. It's not gonna be patchy. Again, this is on unmoisturized skin, okay? Unprimed skin, okay? And this is way too much, okay? Now, me, when I was in like middle school and like freshman and sophomore year of high school, atrocious, okay? Look at this. Ooh, child, you can already see this is way too light. Look at the difference, okay? From this side to this side. Like I said before, do you see how much is on my face? Like there was no need for this. But again, this is what people do, okay? This is what they do. And I'm just gonna go all over. You're putting it on your skin and you don't, this doesn't look weird. Again, that's just me, because you know what? When I tried this on for the first time, I was just like, whoa. And I did it in one of my videos because I used an e.l.f. Foundation before and it was the same color. I think the formula changed. So when I purchased this one, the color was just an atrocity on my skin. And I was a little bit upset because I'm like, oh, the formula changed. It's too pale for me. I don't like how the light is reflecting off of it, because if I walked outside like this, okay, this isn't oxidizing a lot. It's not gonna oxidize a lot. And I used this in one of my last videos and I noticed I was really pale afterwards. It didn't really oxidize. So even if you put bronzer on this and, you know, contour, you're still gonna have that like whitish, you know, undertone to it, and I don't like it. I use a concealer for this side. And it's a little bit, you know, tannish for my skin tone. It blends into my skin really well, matches me perfect. So what I like to do is I go in with a one that's a little bit more pale, and I just dap it right in the center here. And I just blend it out like I did before with the first kind of concealer that we used. Now that we came back, now I'm just going to blend out those little things that we worked on. Redness doesn't go all the way away, but it does give it a little better coverage. Now using the same little concealer we use, and this is the Stay Matte from Rimmel, and this is in the what is this shade? Ivory. We're gonna conceal on this side, and this is the don't side, okay? So what we're gonna do is I hate this. I hate this so much. I never understood why people did this. But you know what? Again, to each their own. And this too, like, I get it if you're doing like a full face kind of contour thing, but then again, I'm like, you could do it without doing all of this. It's just so like repetitive and just People do this too. I get you're trying to highlight, like, I guess the good points of your face, but like this is just excessive, especially if you're doing foundation. Like, come on, get that blended out. Basically what this did was just make me more white. This concealer is just like, it's already pale as it is, and putting it on my face was just on top of the already pale foundation. It's just, again, it's no bueno, honey. We don't want to do this, all right? But again, that's what people like, so whatever. Now I just want a moment of silence for all the people, including me, back in the day, who used to Sharpie in their eyebrows. Now look, all right, I grew up, I have really thick hair, so you know, hey, I get it, okay? They can be hard to maintain, your eyebrows, and you know, you just have to be on top of them. And as a kid, I just wasn't, I was like, whatever, like, this is just who I am. But then I just started to get really self-conscious, and you know, I started to like shave my eyebrows. And you know, instead of me actually getting them done professionally or learning how to actually do them myself, it took me a long time to grow my brows back and to really know how to maintain them, work with them, and do all this. But I used to shave my eyebrows and then get a eyeliner pencil. And I'm telling you, I know I wasn't the only one who did this. An actual eyeliner pencil, right? Like the little tiny ones that you get from like a Macy's or like the drugstore. Like the little pencils. Now I'm gonna see if I can grab one, because listen. Oh look, I have one from Ulta, perfect. It's a little skinny one too. Right, so like a regular pencil like this. All right. And they sell these at the drugstore, Maybelline, all the brands sell them, all right? But it's an eyeliner pencil. Yes, some people use them for brows. Don't come for me, okay? But this is just me, all right? Now, I'm gonna do this side, okay? So what I never used to have, eyebrows pretty much. So my brow would like end like right here and just like taper off, okay? Now, this was me in middle school, okay? Who did I think I was? Like, and I know like my family was like, oh, she's going through this phase, like she's learning how to do her makeup, you know, just let her be, whatever. Ooh, honey, I look back at pictures and I want to cry. I'm like, I was really going out looking busted like this. Like, God, I'm scared to do this. Okay, I just outlined my brow. And if this, I'm not doing it to be funny, okay? Because this is how people really do it. And I've seen videos of people doing it. I've seen people in real life do this. And this is just following like the hairline of my brow, right? And we're gonna go under. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, this is just absolutely horrifying. I used to do this like every morning, listening to my Panic at the Disco, my Linkin Park. Okay, I really thought I was popping. Like, who was I? I did. Oh my God, I look like a Disney villain. This isn't gonna work out for me. Like, I'm really about to cry, and I know I'm not really going out like this. This is just, oh my God, horrid. And you know what? People think that just by like, you know, buffing it out, it's gonna make like any little bit of a difference. Honey, you look absolutely ridiculous, okay? You look ridiculous. This isn't good. This isn't working, okay? And you know what? It looks bad, but they get away with it because their brows are so thin, okay? And they have like no hair there, so they're just filling it in. Now me, If I did that today, I would look like, you know, what's his name from Sesame Street? Count Dracula, whatever his name was. The purple vampire monster. That's who I would look like. Sweetie, fix it. Please fix it, because, and you know what? Oh my God, I'm getting like flashbacks from, and you see the flashback of like blue. Oh my God. Oh my God, sweetheart. Oh my God, this is just not, it's not working for me. Now, I never used to use brow gel. Now the brow gel that I'm using is from Benefit Cosmetics. It's the Gimme Brow in the tone dark or deep brown. I can't remember which one it is. But I am just gonna, and this is tinted, so just gonna brush my hairs. So what I'm doing, I just put the brow gel down and then I just kind of sculpt in whatever sparse areas. I go a little bit over my hairline because my hair is a little bit sparse there. So just to create the illusion that I have a perfect brow, I just do that. So yeah, that's what I do. This one to this one. Like, I'm like hyperventilating just looking at this side of my face. Like, oh my God. I'm looking like Tim Curry in Rocky Horror Picture Show, okay? That's what I'm looking like right now. I knew this looked familiar. I knew it. Like, down to my core, like it shook me. Like, you've seen this before, and I never used to set anything whatsoever, but I'm gonna set today and show you guys what it is. It's just banana setting powder from Pierre Cosmetics, and it's so what I do is I dab my beauty blender into the powder and I go right under my eyes, kind of wing it out. And this is just so there's no creasing under my eye. You know, it doesn't look super oily. And I bring it down as well. Again, we want everything to look uniform. You don't want anything to look patchy whatsoever. I take some more of it and I just go where my problem areas were and I tap product on those specific places. And this just seals whatever concealer is on top of those trying to cover it up. You see here, it looks like I was in like a sweat box for like 4 hours. But here it looks like, oh, get cute, you know? I don't want to use that regular neutral tone setting powder because I'm gonna look like I have a yellow blotch all here. I know people are not that dumb to do that, okay? Because then they're really gonna be like, oh my God, like something's wrong. Yeah, something's wrong when you put the yellow setting powder on your top of your Casper face, but not when you did this Count Dracula eyebrow, okay? The nerve some people have, you know, you can't be making this up, okay? What I'm gonna do is just use some Spun. And I use this for prom, actually. One of my friends did my makeup for me and she used this and, you know, it set my makeup beautifully. And I'm sure some people just use brushes too, but I'll just use the beauty blender since we were using the beauty blender for the sake of the look. And I'm just gonna like pat it on and do what, you know, beginners do and just let it sit there and bake, okay? Because we just think we're drag queens and we can sit here for 80 minutes and, you know, bake till a crisp. Like, that's gonna help our situation when we already have this going on. Now, it looks like the foundation is oxidizing a little bit, but you can still see how pale. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. I just can't, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use a neutral kind of eyeshadow palette, and this is from e.l.f. Okay, e.l.f. is really super affordable. You could find it in almost every drugstore, and it's the brand that I started out with and that I still hold close to my heart. It's sponsored or paid by e.l.f. I just really like how awesome their products can be and how affordable they are, and I've been using them like ever since I started out like doing makeup. So what I'm gonna do here is just, this is like a neutral based, you know, palette, really natural glam, and that's how I started out doing natural glam. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take this real beautiful kind of like taupey pink, this dusty pink here, coat the fluffy end of the brush. Oh, did you see what I was just about to do? I'm so used to doing. Okay, and now we're just gonna put this as kind of like a base coat. So let's go in with this light brown here. Just give our eye a little bit of depth. Give it a little bit of something. So you want to start with light colors and kind of build your base, and then vamp it up with the darker colors, because if you start with darker colors, it's really hard to come back from, you know, dark colors and trying to blend them out and make it look nice, you know? So you always start with light colors, neutral tones, and you know, you work on them a little bit, build up your base, and then you go in with the dark shades. Okay, there's nothing wrong with, you know, using dark shades, but you know, you gotta know how to finesse them. All right, take a brush and deepen up the eye. So I'm gonna go at the corner of the eye, so I'm just gonna take the darkest brown that's in this palette right at the end here and just coat my brush a little bit, make sure the shade is on there, and I'm just gonna go right at the end of my eye. You could smoke this out too, like you don't necessarily have to you know, just center it in the corner. What I like, so I just like bring it in a little bit, kind of like widened my eye out a little bit, gave me a little bit of oomph, you know what I mean? That's what we want, all right? So I'm gonna go back with the other brush that we had, dipping some of that petal pink shade and just buffing out the edges, all right? We don't want any harsh lines. We just want it to look really cutesy, all right? When you use your finger, it's a little bit better when you do like these kind of glittery tones because you get the most pigment out of them. I'm gonna go into this color here. All right, it's like shimmery, and see, look, do go into that area where you didn't apply anything. I shouldn't have even touched this. I should just left it and laid shadow down as people do. What I'm gonna do is just kind of sheer out whatever product is already on this brush, and it is that dark brown tone that we were using, just deepen up our eye over here. And I'm just gonna go, if there's any product on here, no, there's not really any product on here, a little bit. So I'm just gonna go all over the lid. Okay, and using the same brush, because you know what? We didn't have anything back then, okay? We were poor, all right? So what we're gonna do is pack a little bit more on. All right, and it just makes me look so much like, I look dead, like I look crazy, like, oh, child. All right, and we'll try to deepen this a little bit with this second tone right here. Okay, because I'm not gonna say, oh, we didn't try. We tried, all right? All right, we'll do that. If you do this and you don't blend, shame on you, okay? Shame on you, all right? Because I don't care what kind of eye shape you have. if you are putting some dark thing right over here and not successfully trying or attempting to blend out whatever dark mess you have going on, shame on you, okay? Because there is no need to treat yourself like that, all right? Brown glitter that's right here. And taking a different finger from the pink, I'm just gonna blend that on. For our good side, I'm gonna use this little champagne number right here and just put some onto my little highlighting brush. And I'm gonna lightly swipe some on. Now highlighter, oof, honey. Highlighter is a thing of many blessings, but it could be your worst nightmare, all right? Now you wanna highlight areas you want people to look at your face, okay? So me, I do my brow bone, I do the inner corner of my eyes, especially if I'm doing a natural tone. I want my brown eyes to look a little bit lighter. I want them to pop. So I do a little bit of the inner corner. I do a little bit of highlight on the nose. And I do cheekbone, but that's at the end. With this right here, this gold. All right, it's kind of like a highlighting gold. And I'm just gonna take a little bit on the end of this brush. And I am just gonna go over this area. Swipe it away. Love that. Love it. Okay. And now I want to do mascara and liner. Now I'm not really big on liner because again, I'm still learning how to do liner. I'm not the perfect, you know, person to get it on the first try. So I'm gonna go in and just do this. Oh my God. Do this eyeliner. And I'm just gonna try to just do like a little, like a bold wing. We want people to know that we are not playing around, okay? And I'm hoping, I swear to God, if I do this right the first time and it's on the ugly side, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm telling you now, okay? We gotta let them know, honey. Let them know that we are not playing with this wing, okay? We gotta fly away with this wing, okay? That actually looks pretty decent. I'm kind of mad. You know, I'm not kind of mad. I am mad. Because you know what? Every time I try to do like a regular thing, it just doesn't work out. Little wing. A little bit of wing goes a long way, okay? Whoo, child. Listen, okay? Listen. To take care of your lashes, honey. You want your lashes to be full. You want them to look bold. You want volume. You want the best darkness, intensity you can get from the product. Now, I'm gonna pretty much mangle my eyelashes, okay? And when I say mangle, I'm talking about we're going in rough. We are just going in. We're just coating. I'm being too nice, okay? I'm so used to taking care of my lashes, okay? And the spider legs, ooh, child, listen. That's what everyone loves to do. Seems about right. And I'm just gonna smudge this mascara because everyone and their mother, their bottom lashes look absolutely wild. We are gonna smudge these babies. I'll use the same mascara. We don't want no biased people over here, you know? And then what I do is I twirl the brush. Twirl the brush, push upwards. Twirl it, push upwards. And this just gets the maximum amount of product on your lashes, builds them up a little bit, gives them a little bit of volume. I don't curl my lashes. I can say I'm lucky to have lashes that are, you know, decent length. and that are a bit curly already. So what I just do, lightly and softly glide the brush through my lashes and kind of like comb them upwards, you know? Now I just started doing stick contour, but we're not gonna do stick contour here. We're gonna do some just contour on here because I didn't have stick contour, okay? And I'm sure a lot of people don't really do stick contour, just starting out, or you know, they just don't know about it. This was like a little gift to myself, okay? Because I was like, let me try this cream contour, because powder contour, it's like so universal, everyone knows about powder, but like finding a good cream contour, it's a little bit nuts. This is Physicians Formula actually, and the mascara that I used before is actually from Tarte, by the way. It's the Lights Camera Action mascara. Sorry I didn't tell you guys. Flat contour brush, and just mix it in, and I just push it upwards and I push it a little bit downwards just to get that little bronzed action in my cheek area. Always do the forehead, the side. You gotta make sure everything's universal, everything's blending seamlessly. You don't want to look absolutely wild, okay? That. Always do the jawline, you know, sharpen the edges up. Some pressed contour bronzer, packing it on a brush, and I am just putting it all over the areas that I put that bronzing stick. This is kind of to set the cream that I put in, but also to give a little bit more definition, add a little bit more tints. All right, let's see what we're working with. Didn't even blend that out, weird. Now we are gonna pack this in. You know what I look like? Flashback Mary. James Charles. That's another one I look like. And we are just making it known what we're telling everybody right now, that we have contour on. We're letting everyone know, yes, I use makeup. Yes, I am a pro. And yes, I have a sculpted face. It's not even mixing, you know what I mean? Like it's just so, I'm not even gonna do my neck because who does that? It's just so, it just looks so weird. And now I'm gonna go on with some blush. Now I usually don't do blush because I feel like I already have a little bit of rosy cheeks, but because I'm so pale here, I'm going to put on blush. And love that for me. I look like a librarian. Love it. Love it. Again, taking the banana setting powder that we used before in the beginning of the video, we are just going to carve everything out. And I have a pretty round face, heart-shaped face. So I have to kind of sculpt out everything, make my face look a little bit more sculpted and, you know, longer. That's just me. I really like the way, you know, it kind of just accentuates my face, brings it a little up, lifts it up a little bit, just makes me give it a little bit of cinch kind of look. Line it up kind of like towards the top of my ear and bring it all the way down to the corner of my mouth. And that's kind of like your natural zone anyway to contour, depending on the shape of your face. Taking the Air Spun powder, it smells like granny. We are just gonna cut this right here. And yes, I used to do this. I used to do this and I'm sure everyone else used to do this too, just cutting like where that bronzer kind of stopped. And if you can't already tell, this side of my face looks a little bit more angular, a little bit more lifted, and this one's kind of like drooped. You know, it's not really doing anything for me. It does look a little bit round. I look more rounder here than I do here. Ooh. A little brush through the highlight, tap off any excess, go into my light, lightly flick. All right, and immediately, look at that. And then it doesn't look caked on, right? But as soon as you turn, bam, you see it, okay? You don't want to overdo it. Now, we did put a tiny bit of highlighter on from before, but I just went over a little bit on the nose because that is one of your main points on your face, all right? And I just do it a little bit more because you know what? We love a glowing queen, okay? That's just how it is. Other side, we are gonna go ham like we've never seen this before and that we never used this before, okay? Because we want everyone to know that we are a makeup queen, okay? And that no one else is gonna outdo us, okay? We're gonna be shining to the gods, honey, okay? We're really gonna look like a glazed donut after this. And we wanna cake that on so that everyone knows, baby. Everyone. All right, and you can see when you put too goddamn much, look how it looks on the skin. All right, look how it looks. All right, you don't want that. And now a lot of people do this. Why are you making yourself look like you were in a sweatshop for 80 years? Didn't get no break. You were just non-stop working, okay? We don't want that, okay? People love doing that. Look at this. We got to do it on the nose too. We love the sweatshop look. We love the sweatshop look, okay? So we're gonna do lips, a peachy pink kind of color. It is this tone here. Now it's kind of pink, but it does have that little nude tone to it. And it's gonna work on my lips, okay? Listen, all right, listen here. I'm really not a gloss person. I never really have been, but I do appreciate gloss. I do own gloss. And we're gonna do gloss today, because this side is looking like a little like they would wear gloss, all right? And overdoing it too. So we are gonna overline our lips, right? And this lip overlining, it goes too far sometimes, okay? Let me tell you, too goddamn far, okay? I was never bold enough to do this. But I know people, and I've seen people do this, wear it out like this, and it's just an absolute atrocity. And again, you saw how I didn't even wipe off any of the foundation. This side I am, see, because that's what we have to do. We want a clean surface to work, okay? And I'm just gonna lightly line my lips. I pretty much just accentuate the regular lines of my lips. Sometimes I have to kind of even them out because this side's a little bit weird. But yeah, overall you just work with the lines that you have, okay? So what I'm doing is just applying a liquid matte lipstick, and the shade lip pencil that I used was called Stockholm, and that was the suede matte lip liner from NYX, from NYX. And this is from Ulta Beauty. This is just a regular matte liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade, what shade is this? It doesn't even have a shade name. Oh, it's just a nude. This is a little mini. And what I'm gonna do is just go over. It blends beautifully with this liner. So what we're gonna do here is just do the same thing, but we're going under, honey. We are doing like the full, we're doing like a full lip here. We're getting that Kylie action here, okay? Are gonna go in with some gloss on top. And this is, again, just from Ulta. This is Rose Gold Shimmer. And we are gonna just highlight everything, because yes, this combo is actually pretty cute, but not in this fashion. Now we're just going to swipe this powder off. Oh my god, I'm gonna try to like blend this a little bit. Jesus Christ, Mother Mary of Joseph. And again, blend it a little bit. Alright, and I gave my face a little bit of structure. This here just looks crazy, girl, crazy. Alright guys, this is the final look. Now, this side, absolutely horrible. If you do your wing like this, I get it if you do it like this, you know. This was the first time I did a wing like this that, you know, it actually was decent and didn't look actually crazy. If you do a wing like this, the shadow gotta be right, the mascara, your lashes gotta be right. Look at this, look at the texture on my skin. You could see all the texture. Compared to this side, it's much less, right? And I do have acne, so I apologize. But as you can see, like, it's not as bad as this side. You could see all, and because this color is so light, the foundation, it makes everything appear more, okay? Now, these lips, oof, child. Don't even get me started, okay? Kylie Jenner who? Because this is looking absolutely atrocious. The shadow is patchy, it's not blended right. This inner corner highlight, it's just too much. It's like super caked. This mascara, this is the Spider Legs mascara. This is what everyone, you know, it's what people still do to this day. They just clump up the mascara. For the brows, it's absolutely disgusting. Using an eyeliner pencil is a no-go. Using a black one for dark brown hair, it's just no. Now it has turned blue from it oxidizing on my skin, from it being exposed to light, from sweating, from all the other products that are being around it. It's just absolutely disgusting and atrocious. The highlight, it's way too much. It's making the skin look greasy and sweaty, and you just don't want any of this, okay? And it's like, just less is more in a sense, okay? If you want to do the same steps that I did here, it still looks natural. It still looks, you know, very dainty and done up, but you're not overdoing it. Like, you're not, it's just, there's just no words to explain it. The brows look natural, okay? The lashes look natural. It's a little bit of something. You can tell I have eyeliner on, of course, because it is liquid eyeliner. It's a soft little wing, and it matches the like shape of my eye. We have a little bit of shadow, a little bit of glitter on the lid, but it is blended, okay? And it looks, you know, natural. Not too much. You know, we got the little highlight going on. But again, it's not too much that if you see, look at the difference. This side of my face, yes, it looks angular. It looks a little bit glowy, but it's more, you know, it's more confined. This side, it's just way too much everywhere, okay? It's just no go. And again, some people like, you know, having their lashes like this. Some people like overlining their lips like this. Look, there's just so much product on my lip. It's just going everywhere. And hey, you know what? Again, to each their own. A lot of people like doing their highlight like this. I personally do not. It's not something that I find attractive or pretty. It's just, and this contour, it's just a little bit insane. It's just a stick. It's a stick there. I showed you what I think is right and what is absolutely horrid. Like, it's just, let me get something to see if we could do this a little better. My face, natural, okay, the things that you should do with the natural contour. We have the highlight going, natural looking brow, you know, the fluffy eyelashes, we got the, you know, cute petite wing, decent lips, okay, nice blended eyeshadow, okay. And now we have what we don't want. Now I'm sure that you guys can see a little bit better now that I have this. I look scary, like looking like this right now. I'm getting a little creeped out because this is actually scary. Imagine this on my entire face. It would be absolutely traumatic to anyone who would see this, okay? So I already explained everything before about how horrible this was, the problems with it. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go wash my face. This was a interesting and, you know, a little bit mind-opening, you know, video. But I want to thank you all for watching and for supporting me. It really does mean a lot. You guys are the best. Please don't do this, okay? Please. Thanks, guys. You're the best. Till next time. Bye.